Welcome back to the Legal Brief, the show where we crush the various legal myths and misinformation surrounding various areas of the gun world. I'm your host, Adam Kraut, and today we're heading out to Oregon to look at the latest version on how many rights can we infringe on today. SB Tactical, the originator of the pistol stabilizing brace, set the bar for innovation and product development in the PDW pistol category. From the insanely popular SBM4 to the adjustable SBA3 and even kits for pump-action firearms, SB Tactical braces are available for a wide variety of firearm platforms in fixed, adjustable, and side-folding models. To get 15% off your legally transported and carried pistol braces, use the code TGC15 over at sb-tactical.com. Earlier this year, Oregon State Senator Wagner introduced SB501, which, if passed, would implement a number of new draconian gun control measures for Oregonians. These measures include a permit to purchase a firearm, safe storage, mandatory reporting of lost or stolen firearms, and a few others that will make you want to rip your hair out and smash Molon Labe into the comments section. First up, the proposed permitting requirement. Under the proposed law, an individual would be forced to apply for a permit to receive a firearm from the sheriff of the county where they reside. Permits are required to be issued to individuals who are over 21 years of age, have no prior criminal convictions, have not been held in contempt of court for violating a restraining or a protective order, are not unlawful users of controlled substances, and provide proof that they completed a firearms safety course. Permits are valid for a period of 90 days and allow a person to apply for one handgun and one shotgun or rifle during any 30-day period. That's right, a person would be limited to the purchase of one handgun and one long gun during any 30-day period. Individuals who are denied the permit would have the ability to appeal the decision to the circuit court within 30 days of that denial. And violations of this provision are punishable by a fine of $6,250 and or up to a year imprisonment. The bill would also require that individuals secure their firearms with a trigger lock, cable lock, or in a locked container. The provision does not apply if that firearm's carried or within reach of the owner, or if it's carried by or within reach of a person that the owner authorized to carry or use that firearm. I don't know about you, but this whole within reach thing seems kind of ambiguous. Lost or stolen firearms would need to be reported to the police within 24 hours. The person knew or should have known that the loss or theft occurred. That's right, if you should have known the firearm was lost or stolen, you need to have reported it. What the f***? Violations of this and the safe storage provision are punishable by a fine of up to $1,250 and or imprisonment of 30 days. Now, if you thought the magazine restrictions in New York and New Jersey were kind of bad, this one's going to blow your mind. The bill proposes a magazine capacity of just 5 rounds. Apparently, counting to 10 is now a feat for lawmakers. 1, 5, 7, 8, 10. If this were to pass, individuals would have 180 days to either permanently alter their magazines so that it cannot hold more than 5 rounds, transfer or sell the magazine to an out-of-state gun dealer, relinquish the magazine to the police, permanently dispose of the magazine, or remove it from the state. Of course, law enforcement and the armed forces are exempt only for use within their official duties. And possession of a magazine capable of holding more than 5 rounds would be punishable by a fine of $6,250 and or up to a year imprisonment. But hell, why stop there? Senator Wagner's bill would also require a background check for the transfer of ammunition. And if that weren't insane enough, the bill would limit a person to receiving 20 rounds within a 30-day period. That means you'd be able to receive 4 magazines worth of ammunition every month, at least for home defense. The bill does exempt ammunition purchased and used at a target shooting range. Yeah. I'll take 2 cases of ammo for use at your range. Man, this range bag sure is heavy as shit. Lastly, the bill would prohibit the transfer of a firearm until 14 days after the background check is conducted or the state police have determined that the recipient is lawfully able to receive the firearm, whichever one is later. As I mentioned before, 2019 is shaping up to be a hell of a year in the battle to maintain gun rights as we know them, from purchasing permits to magazine capacity limits and background checks for ammunition. SB501 is bad news for gun owners. But there is some good news. Radian Weapons and Noveski, both hailing from Oregon, have taken the reins and organized a rally for March 23rd. The rally will be held at the Capitol building in Salem from 12 to 5 p.m. To learn more, hit the link down in the description. I hope to see you there. That's it for this episode. If you learned anything from the show, help us out, hit that like button, make sure you share it around with your friends. Don't forget to get subscribed, and if you enjoyed the video, consider supporting us via the links down in the video description. As always, thanks for watching. Oh, there's always money in the banana stand.
What does that even mean?
It's from Arrested Development.
The shirts worn in today's video on The Gun Collective have been provided by Patriot Patch. Closed captions have also been brought to you by Patriot Patch Company. Be sure to click the link in the video description to check out all of their great products, including their cleaning mats.